might be a little heavy on the hand, but I learned from living life on the land that when the flames get hotter, you move to deeper water. That's where I learned to sink and swim. And you know I don't really give a damn.
Season 2, episode 1.
Howdy, welcome to Season 2, Episode 1 of Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. I'm your host, Micah the Bearded One. You can call me JT for short. And as always, I am joined by the magnificent and bougie Jarl, Alex Martinez. What's up, dude?
Man. Stuff and things.
Yes. It feels, I feel a little bit of rust going on.
Yeah.
I might have
Shake
to try
the
to,
rust off.
yeah, I got to shoot a couple warm-up shots as we go.
You gotta do the calisthenics so you don't pull something.
Yeah, definitely today. Fuck. Today was a day for sure.
It was a day.
It was a day. It was a great day.
Hell of a day to start, right?
Yeah, man. We have a lot going on. Starting with Season 2. We'll get into all that stuff, but as always, what are you drinking tonight? You just drinking the regs? That's some Miller. Looks like Miller Lite.
It is Miller Lite, but I got the JMO Black Barrel though too. So.
Oh, nice. So I've got this. My buddy Moose, for my birthday, gave me this Breckenridge Whiskey Imperial Stout cask.
Huh.
It's really good. It's quite tasty. Got a little bite. And I mean, we can't get too fucked up on a Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can, but tomorrow's gonna suck. I gotta clean the house.
Tomorrow's gonna suck either way.
Yeah, that's true. Because we're not making mead yet, but hey, we're on our way though.
Yeah.
So let's get kind of do a recap. So we had the recap, the wrap up for Season 1. We were gonna try to do a bunch of podcasts, but then we had to do a bunch of hunting stuff and family stuff, and I think we got that all mellowed out. So that's real nice. So what have you been up to?
Dude, we did hunting. We did a lot of hunting. We did a lot of nature walks and walking our rifles and things like that. And to no avail. So I'm still a vegetarian. I'm on a all like Snickers and Twinkie diet.
I believe that's actually called a groceritarian, where you have to go to the grocery store to get your meat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ain't nobody looking at you and thinking that you're a vegetarian, bro.
I need to just buy like a pet elk and raise it so I could shoot it or something.
Yeah, dude. Or just get get one of those permits so that you can have a reindeer and just name it whatever one you want. Right. Yeah. And then just go through the cycle.
Just name it Taco.
'Tis the season. Call it Dasher when you dash right through it with your
exactly.
Right.
But yeah, there was a whole lot of not seeing animals. We got some cool footage that I think everybody probably saw by now of the moose fight. And then the one elk that we did see was right next to the moose fight, and it was a cow. So we were about 20 yards away from these damn moose going at it, and then saw an elk and trying to figure out whether it was a spike or a cow. You couldn't get a toothpick in my butthole. That was pretty sketchy.
Yeah, I can see that.
Those moose were angry. And their cow, like their bitch, is just sitting off, just eating some grass, just waiting for the winter.
Just whatever, man. You can take me or what?
Yeah. Dude, we saw like 30 moose.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, if you have a fucking moose tag.
Which doesn't happen in Utah. I took my bow for a walk. I hiked about 250 miles. Lost all of my stomach extra weight. Really leaned out, which is cool, except for taking a bow for a walk is awkward walking. Because you can't sling your bow over your shoulder, right? You just gotta carry it. And if you do have your bow over your shoulder or you have it slung or whatever, that's when you see an animal. So then you got to figure out a way to stealthily take your shit out and then knock an arrow and then not shoot the deck of the meadery when you're shooting at a turkey.
You got to get one of those cool spider things that we got. It's like a freaking bow holster.
Oh.
and you can put it, you can put it like anywhere on your rig that you want.
Oh,
And
nice.
it just
Would you
kind
call
of,
it? You're just bolstering your ability to carry a bow. You see what I did there?
did
It's a bow
bolstering.
holster. Bolster.
I see what you did there. That was cheap, even for you.
That's fine.
So
I'm kind of like on cloud 9 today, so I don't really give a shit.
so yeah, they're pretty badass though. So I mean, like, it's like if you put it on the front of your rig, you can just kind of like go like this, like you're holding a rifle or whatever,
Nice.
and then they just pop right off.
Very
Pretty
cool.
bitchin'. Yeah.
I saw opening day of the archery hunt, which was way back in September. I saw 22 cow elk, and then during that time I saw a bunch of doe, mule deer, and on the last day of the archery hunt, I did a 300-yard open field stock on a 6x7 bull elk and bugled him into 50 yards of me. But he quartered towards me. Couldn't take the shot because it's just not a good shot to take with a bow. And then he was like, "Hey, there's something fucking weird over there," and he ran off. So that was cool.
That is. So up there, can you shoot a cow
Yeah, I have a cow
with your
tag.
tag? Yeah.
Yeah, but they were on private property because they know. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
fucking
They know.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We there isn't wolves in Utah,
Oh, okay.
but our neighbor said that the day before our hunt started, he basically saw like a gigantic herd of elk being chased out through our little river valley there by our cabin. Yeah, you haven't seen it yet. You've seen pictures, but being chased by wolves. He has it on his cameras. So I was like, oh, okay. Take that, DNR.
Yeah, well, they don't fucking know what they're talking about.
Yeah, there's no wolves.
So let's see here. What else have we been up to? Super fucking cool meadery updates today, and then also a cool like one caveat that I'm really proud of, and you've already heard about it from everywhere. But we passed our state inspection for our drive walkthrough. So our building's completely roughed in, and we're hanging walls and putting flooring, like the actual finished flooring down, and painting the ceiling this week.
Yeah.
That is, we can
paint.
brew.
Yeah. We are officially going to be the brew crew.
Yeah, we're going to be able to brew. So,
yeah.
So within
and like
soon.
Brewing means that we can sell soon, right?
Yeah, yeah. So as long as the first batch gets done, we'll be able to probably. Well, we're going to be officially open on November 30th. That's our current target date. But open doesn't mean you can buy yet. Open means you can pre-order. But you should be able to get mead by Christmas. So if you're tired of hearing about alcohol from us, and if you're tired of the blue balls, well, we've got the plan for you. Christmas. For a low one-time payment of $25 and shipping, we will send you a bottle of mead by Christmas, barring licensure.
No, it's gonna happen. Especially with everything that's going on, and like we were shooting for the summertime to open and everything, but I think it's very fitting that we're gonna actually open our doors to the public while the snow's on the ground.
It makes sense, dude. Like there's a whole lot of bonfiring that's gonna happen, and we're just gonna.
So like in my mind, we need lots of like very heavy furs and gigantic bonfires for our grand opening.
Facts. I think so. Speaking of furs, I took my first big game animal today.
You do have a fur.
I do.
You do have a fur.
He's not a big game. He's not big, but he's still big game.
He's game. He's just game.
He's you know what? Dragging that bitch up out of that canyon by myself. He was fucking big to me, okay?
Wasn't he like he was like right by your property? Couldn't you have like side by sided him up it?
No, it's too steep down there. I would.
Don't you have like a winch?
No, the winch broke when I almost rolled the side by side when I was up down the canyon.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, like I almost died. I almost DE dead. If it wasn't for me and John Hook.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him and me, like there was a point when we were cruising up on the top of this place called Darby Gulch, and there is a trail that you can drive down, and it goes from being a I can drive my truck down here trail
Mhm.
to a hey, this is a side by side trail to a 50-inch trail without any markers. So I would look for the first place that I could get like turned around at. And when I was turning around, the entire side of the road gave way. And I was like balls to the wall flooring it in 4-wheel drive to try to stay alive. And there was a point in which John had to actually reach over with and pull the left front tire down all the way.
This sounds a whole lot like that time you almost crashed your brand new truck because it was muddy.
No, this is way worse because like
I'm
there
just
was
saying,
an
like,
actual
have,
cliff involved.
have you thought about taking driving lessons?
I don't need
Or
driving
like
lessons.
an
I'm alive
advanced
still.
driver's course? How many times have you rolled that bitch?
Only once. Only once. Yeah, only once. I didn't roll it this last time. We
Oh, I
just
thought
broke
you
the.
just said you rolled it.
No, I said I almost rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Like it would have been end over end, like front over back rolling. It was fucking crazy.
So you would have been like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious 30.
I would have had to find a way to not only jump from a plane at 40 miles an hour, but also do it while in a side by side.
While saying family.
Yeah. And remembering that Paul Walker had dandruff because they found his head and shoulders in the glove compartment.
That was fucking bad. That was best. He was like the best part of those movies. You're a dick.
I hope you cry a little bit. All right, so we've got a state inspection done for the building. On Friday, we have our alcohol inspection being done for the building. Monday next week, barring completion of putting walls up and the fire coating on the spray foam, we will have our initial sanitation inspection done. And then
sanitized.
We have a fire inspection that has to be done after we install our new range hood and the gas run. And basically from there, man, we're just hanging fixtures and putting toilets in. By we, obviously, we can't do those things, and we have somebody who's going to, but they've been Johnny on the spot for all the things, so I'm good with it.
Sweet action.
Yeah, man. So like, that's really dope.
So people will be able to like walk into a building at some point and see your happy smiling face.
Yeah, unfortunately you can walk in, but you can't stay for the first little bit because you can only purchase and go because we don't have a septic system still. So the state is allowing us to put the building up, but there's no public restroom, and if there's no public restroom, that means there's no public staying around and hanging out and whatever.
See, it's a shitty deal.
Well, it's also the middle of winter, and nobody really wants to fucking cram themselves into a 10 by 10 room. Fucking hang out with me.
I don't know.
I mean, me and you are different, but like, maybe if you guys want to come cram into a 10 by 10 room with me, we're going to be putting flooring in. Feel free to come on down.
If we get enough people in there, then we don't have to buy heaters, right? Because it'll just keep itself warm.
It's just like the same concept of a beehive, right? Like you just all buzz and wiggle around and shit.
Busy being, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go. So be on the lookout for the launch, and with that, the best way to stay up to date for any Bearded Viking mead company or Bearded Viking things or Viking Outlaw and Cowboys updates is to subscribe to our newsletter. So go to our website, beardedviking.com, and then you can click and ask to subscribe. No, we only do one newsletter a month, and it's not some sort of weird dumb shit where we're trying to get you to buy mead. We just expect you to buy that, so don't even worry about that part. But it gives you the updates of what we've got going on, cool events that we're going to have in your different areas. When we open, we'll be able to directly ship to 38 states, so we'll be posting that in there and also on our website. Boom. So you guys, all of our listeners, man, you guys have been through the ringer with us. You saw us start off with really cheap and shoddy equipment, and now we just have cheap equipment.
Cheap and shoddy equipment still.
Yeah, we're keeping it real though.
We got to keep it. Yeah, we had less gray hair. You probably had more hair.
No, actually, the vitamin T has actually grown it back, and even on the spots that I wanted. So that's fucking dope. But like, it's not just back hair. We're not just like doing dreadlocks in the middle of my back. We're
Like
actually
chest pubes down to your ball fro.
yeah, absolutely. Like it's literally
Nice.
just what it is. But we've got the launch coming up. We've got the Patreon. What do you got? Tell us a little bit about the Patreon.
So Patreon's going to be cool because we're finally going to get to like talk to everybody. We're going to get to answer questions on Daisy. We're going to do podcasts. Like those of you that sign up for the newsletter and everything, you'll get you'll get a little alert that says, "Hey, JT and Al are podcasting tonight." After the podcast, it'll run right into Patreon, and then people will be able to get on, talk with us, ask us questions, have a beer, do whatever.
Yeah, be part of an actual meetup.
And it is the difference between that and say YouTube or Spotify and stuff like that is there is, I guess they all have paid subscriptions, but this is we're gonna do like a small paid subscription thing. That way it's all exclusive content. And if you want to write us messages, we can just write straight back to you guys. You can get a sneak peek on what's to come before everybody else. And then we'll set up times where we're just drinking beer. And if you guys want to get on and drink beer, then you can get on and drink beer.
There are
So-
multiple things that you need to understand about us, though, right? So if we're in the middle of talking to each other and we're addressing your questions or whatever, or you want us to write back, understand there will be typos. We are not professionals.
Oh no. Public education, everybody.
Yeah, in Utah.
We are dirty birds.
Yeah. Wait, I did the whatever. I fucking care.
I can't even dirty bird right. We can't spell.
Fucking, I'm so beyond it now. At this point, this is like eons ago. So be on the lookout for that. What else are we launching? You have some cool things that are coming up.
Yeah, we have like all kinds of stuff. We have, not only is the meadery going to be open on the 30th, all of the new swag and everything will be on the website. So we have all kinds of new winter gear coming at you. We have some new hats. We have all kinds of stuff. We've changed up the logos a little bit. Don't worry, Vico's face is still on stuff. So you'll get to see his pretty mug every time you look at a shirt or look at a hat. So
neat.
Don't fret, everybody. The face will still be there.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Enough out of you right now. We're moving on.
But yeah, so we'll have them on the website, and then we'll have them there at the meadery too, so you can come and love, touch, and feel them if you're in the area and see what they're like.
Yeah, I can't tell you guys how many people have actually like got the hoodie and been like, I don't want to ever wear a different hoodie, and it's not really anything to do with my face or the company. It's just like we provide great quality products at an affordable cost.
I will say this too. I know it doesn't seem like it was possible, but we did in fact get a better hoodie this time too. So it's even softer and it's even heavier. So you can wear it outside when it's snowing and still be nice and warm.
I'm gonna leave this one up for the audience to give you feedback.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
Cool. I'm stoked, man. I can't wait. I can't. I'll get my first chance to see it when I'm down there in Salt Lake City on November 10th, 2023, for the Marine Corps birthday.
Yeah.
If anybody starts playing fucking Christmas music before Thanksgiving, you're a traitor. If you play it before the Marine Corps birthday, you're a straight up fucking communist traitor. And if you play it before Christmas, you're a terrible person, and you should go stick yourself in the corner in timeout.
Dude, I think the Marine Corps hymn should be played in the place of Christmas music before Thanksgiving.
I think so. I think there's a lot of things that could be played in place of that, like even like the Turkey song by Adam Sandler. I mean, solid song.
I mean, are you saying you're not ready to hear Mariah Carey's Christmas album on repeat?
Listen, man, she was one of my first crushes, and there ain't nothing about that about seeing old, like younger, less thick Mariah Carey running around in a Santa Claus suit and just having like my 15-year-old imagination run rampant. Don't get me wrong, that's
I
awesome.
don't think it even really had to run rampant too much to understand
No,
what was going on underneath that thing.
well, definitely, yeah, definitely a thing. But like, I for the most of my life, I haven't liked Christmas until about like 6 or 7 years ago, um, and I still don't fucking play Mariah Carey all I want for Christmas in my house.
Dude, when I
I,
pick you up, I'm gonna make sure that I have some Mariah in the truck, just
bro,
ready to go.
it better be like One Sweet Day or like
No, dude, it's gonna be
Honey
all
or
I want
like.
for Christmas is you,
No, I will burn your truck to the ground. I give a
dude.
shit. I'll just
And
call it a thermal
I'll,
event.
I'll have my truck's blue, dude, so it won't burn down with the lasers.
Oh no, yeah. Well, your truck's black, right? It's midnight
Oh,
black.
all right. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. Your mom's
I'm gonna
truck's blue.
wrap it blue.
So we're gonna be at Big Willie's, where we usually kind of congregate for our meetups in Salt Lake on November 10th. The majority of the first portion of the of the night, probably till like what 10? Usually we roll downstairs around 10, 10, 11.
Yeah, some point
Whatever.
around there. I think it's like
If you
6 to 10 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. We'll be rolling downstairs. You guys show up before then, and you want to talk to me or the Jarl, just fucking send a runner. The only time we won't be able to do that is the first hour, because the
Probably
Jarl's the adjutant.
the first
So,
couple hours, yeah. I am the official adj.
yep. And I am just the guy who sometimes reads things very
No,
shittily.
he's a celebrity.
Mm,
So we have the celebrity there to read important docs.
fuck off. I am not a celebrity. Eat a
So
dick. Eat a bowl
yeah,
of dicks.
if you're like in the Marine Corps, you're in the Army, if you're in any of the services and you want to come support the Marine Corps birthday and see our local celebrity read something
Fuck off.
badly in his
Terribly.
manliest voice.
The voice that I always lose when I'm reading the fucking message. Yeah, die. So we'll be there. Super stoked about that. So we are coming up. So we started this podcast about men's mental health. That will never not be part of our message here. So we're gonna roll out of that the wrap up. I think we did a pretty good job. Yeah, I give us like 6 out of 10 stars.
Maybe
7,
5. I don't know. We'll see.
7.2.
Okay.
C's get degrees.
Yeah.
Fuck
In
it.
and out. Charlie out.
Facts. So we're coming up on the hardest time of year for every man. I think I like universally, right? Gay, straight, white, black, purple, whatever, it doesn't matter. The holidays, I think, are, at least for me, and maybe they are for you, but I think they're the hardest thing for men, and they might be the hardest thing for women, and they might be the hardest thing for everything in between. But I'm not those, so I can't speak to them. So if you guys want to chime in and tell us how you ladies feel and how you other people feel, I think that's politically correct. If not, fuck it, I don't care.
I don't know why we're doing that.
I don't. I'm not.
Sounded like you
If
were.
you, no, I said the other people.
No.
No. But other people don't listen to the podcast, so I don't give a shit. So, but like, I think it's really hard for everybody. So Al, like when the holidays come around, how do you cope with the stresses of having a family, and on top of that, like the expectation that the world is kind of projected now, and all of the fucking things coming around.
So I think that it can be hard.
Mhm.
And I'm not really like one to really talk about much.
No,
When it gets hard.
you
So,
don't say.
but we're still doing phrasing.
Mhm.
So I think it's definitely hard when it comes to like finances, trying to figure everything out, trying to walk that fine line between spoiling the shit out of your kids and getting them what they need and teach them that, at least for me and my side of the house, that the presents and the food and games and all that stuff isn't what Christmas is about.
Hmm.
So there's a fine line, and I think that I always get excited for Christmas because I know that we're gonna see a lot of people and we're gonna have a lot of people over. We're gonna have fun. We do our big Christmas party and stuff like that, and get to hang out with, friends and family and stuff. So I really get excited about that stuff. I do get excited about the snow, and I think the winter is when we do our best work, to be perfectly
Facts.
honest. Because I mean, not just that we're inside, but I think it's just we have more time.
Yeah,
But
summertime is really hard for, I think, like summertime you've got the family full time doing soft or baseball and all those shit that you got going on, baseball and more baseball and camping. And I've got camping and I've got, all the chores around the house, and now we have 3 horses, and like it's just the summertime. I feel also like people don't really listen to podcasts because they're out doing shit too. Like if you're one of our followers, like I love the fact that you listen to us, but like in June, don't fucking listen to us. Like that sounds stupid to say, but like go
well,
outside.
and I think that like the depression sets in too because the sun sinks a little lower, a little faster, so people don't get as much of the vitamin D that they need, and
Mm,
just people start getting sad. You
mm,
know, I think everybody is guilty of being having some sense of melancholy, especially during Thanksgiving, Christmas, especially if there's not a bunch of family around or a bunch of friends, or you haven't found your crew, you haven't found your people yet, and
yeah,
you're still on the lookout.
I think that's actually accurate. So I'm gonna speak to the thing that you don't know about, and that's the single dad realm and like that kind of dark part. Now we've already talked about it, episode 2. If you guys haven't listened to it, I'm not gonna recap it because it's a really hard time of year for me to think about that kind of thing. But as a single dad, or even just a single man, and you don't have maybe you live in a different state than your family, and you don't get to spend time, and maybe you've isolated yourself. Maybe you're in a state of depression, and and you can't really find a way out. Some things to think about, right? Um, so number one, the holidays, no matter what you celebrate, um, they're really about acceptance of or gratitude for life. Like I was blown up in Afghanistan, and I've been shot at, and I've almost killed myself, and all these things in my life. And every single day I wake up, I'm just grateful. And during the holidays, the way that I was able to overcome the depression for the holidays for me is one, I was able to be like surround myself with my crew, with like-minded people. And when you start surrounding yourself with like-minded people, um, at first you're going to have a whole bunch of people who are pseudo like-minded, and then you're going to find out that they're not really all that like-minded, but you grow, and then you keep one of them in your crew, and then you grow, and then next thing you find a new circle, and like you keep one of them in your crew, and next thing you know, you have a band of brothers like the Bearded Viking Mead Company. Um, and And then next thing you know, you realize like every day it's easier to breathe, even on the hard days. And some of us wear our feelings on our sleeves, and some of us bury them really deep down and try not to look too constipated when we talk about emotions. Um,
Are you talking about me, bro?
what? I'm not pointing any fingers, but I
You're
mean,
not talking
if
about
the
me,
shoe
right?
if the shoe fits, wear it. It's fine. Um, so
You know,
during the holiday, go ahead, jump in.
I was just gonna say, like, that's something that I never really thought about before. What you said is kind of taking somebody from different stages of your life, right? Because
Yeah.
I think that we definitely do that. Just running down the list real quick. We all have brought people into you know our lives, our crew, and everything like that from different stages.
Mhm.
And I never really thought about that, but that's kind of a good way to look at it. Is yeah, you might be part of a crew but you might only, end up with one or two guys from that crew and, moving on. So we're kind of a hodgepodge of
Think about it,
different
right?
periods of each other's lives. Yeah.
If you look at the Bearded Viking, right? So you brought me into the Nutcracker group and introduced me to that, and out of that group, it was you and your brother that moved on with me.
Hmm.
I introduced you to Ryan, right? And he moved on with me to our crew, and then he became part of it. And then, now we've got some newer faces that have joined. One quick thing, real quick, a huge shout out to Charlie and Dottie Cleaves for joining the Bearded Viking family. Super
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. And also the Swedish Redneck. Never met that guy before until it was awesome.
Yeah, that
That's
dude's he's super cool.
he's
I love
super
that
cool.
guy.
Yeah. And then you brought in, you brought Bondi over, and then by proxy, Tito talked to both of us and he came over, the face. And we've kind of just created this like lineage, I guess, if you will, of just, new and old faces, and there's faces from every part of past experiences. And
Yeah, just the constants.
yeah. And we have, my dear friend Larry, who does our IT support for us on the back end, and Larry's been through some shit with me, and it's just like, and Larry is fucking Larry, I love the shit out of him. It's weird. It's weird that
He'll
he lives in.
literally run barefoot into a fire to save you.
Yeah,
It's
fucking seen it,
documented.
seen it firsthand. But you look at it and you think about it, and you're like, dude, this is crazy. But that's how you survive the holidays, is you build your crew. And one year you might only have one person, and in right after I almost killed myself, I don't know if I ever told the story about my friend Danny, and she showed up. And so I'm a single dad, not with no partner in my life, no girlfriend. Nobody really celebrate Christmas with. The family that I was living with in their basement, they had their little kids running around, two little girls, beautiful little kids. Um, and they wanted me to celebrate Christmas with them, but like that's like, hey, here, just go ahead and rip the heart out like I'm in fucking Indiana Jones, the
You
Temple
got
of
like
Doom.
you got like two little girls, and then it's like a pity invite. So you're like, ah.
Well, it's like the two little girls, and you have little girls that you're missing out, right? And you're seeing these little girls scream, "Mommy, Daddy, I love you," and you're sitting there like, "Fuck you,"
You
right?
dicks.
It's like, and they're not doing it because they're mean, but they just don't understand like the pain that you're in. But this gal named Danny showed up, and we were just really close friends, and she just showed up and she's like, "Get your shit, we're leaving." I'm like, "Where the fuck are we going?" She's like, "We'll be back in 2 days." I'm like, "Okay." So like
Okay.
Christmas Day. I'm like, "Cool, this is a cool thing." So we went on a cool adventure. Went over to we drove in her sister's Toyota, like that really old boxy Corolla,
Oh
like a
yeah. Like
95.
the 80s, 90s Corolla.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Drove
good.
all the way from West Valley over to Mammoth Hot Springs, and then up to South Dakota to see Mount Rushmore. Got to Mount.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. It's a crazy adventure. Mount Rushmore, got pictures at Mount Rushmore. When there was literally nobody there, there was a sign that said, "Welcome to Mount Rushmore. Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day." Didn't pay for parking. Drove to the front. Parked right next to the handicap spot because there was nobody else there. Got up, walked. Had no Asians walking in my way. Had
No
no
way.
tourists. Yeah, bro.
Nobody trying to pet the buffalo.
Nothing. Yeah, everybody was just was like completely gone. And I mean, I got like I didn't even have to like wait for a photo. Like it was like 15 fucking clicks of a photo, and here I am in fucking front of Mount Rushmore. Like, and like the way that Mount Rushmore's viewing center is like there's like shops that line the way to where you can like go to the lookout to see Mount Rushmore, right? Um, like it was empty. There's like two other people there. It's fucking nuts.
Sounds like the way to see Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, but it's like still fucking South Dakota in the wintertime, so
It's not warm.
I mean, it was like 45 degrees.
Oh, it's a heat wave.
Yeah.
It
But it
was
was
45 here this morning.
the problem is you have to drive through fucking Wyoming with their awesome plowed roads.
The ice, all the ice.
Yeah, fuck that bullshit. So, so basically, yeah. I mean, that was, it took me, years and years and years to realize like you have to have people around you, and the holidays are hard. And we make it hard on ourselves because of all the fucking commercials. So like if you're struggling, turn off the fucking TV,
Oh
right?
yeah. Don't look.
Look.
It's just gonna make you sadder.
Yeah, like don't like if you're struggling, like turn on if you're really really struggling and you want to be Christmassy, turn on like It's a Wonderful Life. Some Jimmy Stewart, bro. That motherfucker was poor as shit, and all he had was his pedals, bro.
Right.
That's it.
And he was a veteran in real life.
Yeah, he was a fucking badass veteran too.
Yeah. Pretty sure like he ripped somebody's heart out with his bare hands.
Yeah, or killed them all in an airplane or something. I don't know. Was he
I'm
a
pretty
pilot?
sure that he did it all.
He might have.
He was like our first ground air combat unit.
Who was the speaking of which, who was the guy, Audie Murphy, where they actually like he won the Medal of Honor and had like a Bronze Star and a Silver Star, Legion of Merit. He's like the most decorated person ever, and he stood like 5'2". He's like Bond's height.
Yeah, he was just. I mean, he literally like ran underneath all the gunfire.
Yeah, like all of
Like
us
the
are low.
bar-
All of us
yeah.
are low crawling. He's just fucking.
Yeah, he's just like just Mighty
Yeah.
Mousing all over the place.
In my mind, it was literally like Audie Murphy fucking just like do 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 do
He just
or
like
whatever.
jumped through the razor wire. He didn't even have
Yeah.
to like. Yeah.
He had a fucking Mario theme song in there. I totally butchered it, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you can. I'm glad that you can make mead because your Super Mario Brothers singing is bad.
Yeah, but my Paul Walker jokes are fucking on point.
Dude, they're fire.
Unlike his turning ability.
Did you see what I just did right there?
I did.
I feel like you missed it. You
back
totally
to back.
missed it.
No,
You
it
totally
was back
missed
to
it.
back. You had a great cut. That was a fucking perfect point, and mine was like it was on point, unlike his turning ability. It was like fucking back to back to back. So
stop talking about Paul Walker. It's bad juju, man.
that's whatever.
He was a beautiful human.
Sure, that's fine. So for the men out there, I guess what we're really trying to get on about, and we're just rambling, and it may not seem like it makes a lot of sense, but I would encourage you to find one or two people and just spend time with them before the holidays. I've got some hard times coming up. Some people in my life passed away around this time of year when I was in Afghanistan. And I always just reach out and I always talk, and like your friends will always listen. And if you don't have friends, well, that means you don't know that you don't have friends. That means something's going on. You've basically isolated yourself. I had a good talk today with a friend of mine, and he had one of his best friends who's living with him took his life 2 weeks ago, and he was struggling. He tried to take his life in May, and then he tried to take his life again in June. Then he was committed, or whatever the proper term is for that. But he was committed, and he came out, and dude lost his soul. He lost his will to live, and it was just a matter of time. And his name's David Herbrig. David Herbrig is still a good friend of mine, and he called me today to ask me how you cope with the holidays when there's death and stuff. And like the reality is as men, we don't really cope. You just put your head down and bear through it, and talk to your friends, and surround yourself with people that are like you, and go.
Yeah, it's more like what is it? Compartmentalization.
Yeah. Put it in a silo. Push it really, really down
Just
deep.
so deep. So deep.
Fucking so deep. No.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's how you end up exploding. I would say, I don't know, man. I don't. The holidays for me are always rough because I don't always have my kids for the holidays. The 20-year-old's living with her boyfriend now, and that's weird. 23-year-old or 22-year-old's married. They're trying for kids, so that's also weird.
Practice. That's what that's called. Practice.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like a 42-year-old grandpa.
Fucking Papa JT over here.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna be fucking weird.
Papa Vico.
And remember, kids. If you're having a
Drink-
rough day, pop a Vico.
Drink your whiskey before bed.
I guess that's the other thing I would probably say. I know we're an alcohol company, but if you're starting to feel down during the holidays, do not drink. It ain't gonna help you. It'll make it worse. I want to be an advocate for you having a drink to open up and talk to your friends, but I think during the holidays it compounds it.
Yeah, it definitely can, for sure.
Be smart. Yeah. Be kind. Please rewind.
Oh, that was 9. Buy Beery Viking mead.
Yeah, there's that too. That was a rewind.
It'll
You got
make you
anything
feel
else?
better.
We'll expand upon this a little bit more when we get back into the flow of things. But like the reality is, we're coming up on the holidays.
Yeah, we're getting
Um,
deep into it.
Yeah, we're just getting there. I'm actually really excited about some cool shit. I want to transition out of that. We've got a lot we've covered today so far, but I want to transition into
Are we doing like spooky stuff? We doing like current events? Like, are we going to war? Or like, what do you want to do, Balake?
it's pronounced Vico,
Oh,
not
sorry.
not Vico.
It's not Valake.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Say your name right.
Say it
shit.
right.
Oh shit.
I would say I think I want to talk about the photo that I sent from my buddy's game cam. It's dark outside.
Oh,
Never
I
mind.
remember it.
Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. It's dark outside. I don't know. I'll dealer's choice. You set the agenda. Why don't we just roll with what you got? I mean, we
I
can
don't
talk about World War III if you want, but
I mean, where do you think we're going? What do you think? Let's talk about World War III. We're
okay.
talking
So
current events.
let's talk about some current events then. Going with it right now. All right. So let's lay some ground rules real quick for everybody. Okay. Here's the ground rules. If you support terrorists, fuck off and don't listen. Let's start there. Okay.
And it's like rule number 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Number 2, understand that saying that you're Palestinian, whatever, to me says that you're pro-Hamas. If you've never been there or you've never been over there, you can fuck off with your fucking thoughts.
You probably don't have an opinion.
Yeah, you don't. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter because here's what happens, right? So I'm a father, you're a father. We have friends that are mothers. Your wife's a mother, and every single one of us would literally murder and bury anybody who tries to harm our children. That includes if you decide that you're a terrorist organization and you want to fucking hide bombs below or underneath of a school or in a mosque, or you want to run terrorist operations out of, a YMCA.
Yeah.
Get fucked. So let's be so this is the serious version of me, this like less happy fucking go lucky. So I am not pro Israel in the aspect of I don't really give a shit about my neighbor's fucking yard. I really don't. What they do over there, typically I don't give a shit. But I am 100% anti-terrorist. And if you cannot understand that if your child is used as a shield by a terrorist group and you do nothing about it, you're a fucking terrorist, get fucked.
Like you're the problem.
You are 100% the problem. Freedom isn't fucking free. It costs $1.05.
Oh yeah, at least it's inflation. It's probably like 10.05 now.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
there's
like 10.50.
So World War III. We're basically at. Go ahead.
Like, are we going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here.
Think so?
They can try to recall me. They can fuck off too.
Like I don't like we're definitely not at that age where it's out of the question to be recalled.
41 is pretty fucking out. You're not. I'm out.
No, I don't think you are.
No, and I have the
Especially,
disability rating.
So do I. But I still think that I still think that something like that would be better fought by people like us,
Yeah.
even my out of shape ass, because we ain't got time for that shit. We're not gonna sit around. We're gonna make the hard choices right
So
now,
so
and you know what I
here's the
mean?
well, here's the problem. You take me and you're like, hey man, we're sending you back to war, right? Okay, so there's multiple problems with that because number one, like my mortgage is not getting paid on a fucking E5 salary.
Right,
Ain't happening.
right. That's the
So
biggest problem.
so that's number one. So okay, fuck off. Number two, if you want to draft me and you think I'm playing by ROE, you're out of your fucking mind.
Oh yeah, everybody's dying.
I don't give a fuck at all. Like you brought me here. You thought that my skills were whatever they are. And no, I'm not fucking doing ROE shit. Here's what's gonna happen. Anybody has a fucking gun, they're getting dead. And if you pretend
Yeah,
like you have a gun, you're getting dead. I
yeah.
mean, these are harsh conversations and these are realities.
Oh yeah, but look how many times that happened though. Look how
Yeah.
many times that happened where they'd come out shooting and then jump behind a bush and throw their gun behind it and then come out with their hands up, right?
Yeah. Dead.
But so yeah, I think that I've seen it before a few times, but war would be better fought by old men, old out of shape men, because you ain't got time for that shit. You just want to get there, get it done, and go home.
Yeah. I am it's interesting because you have the duality, right? So you have Israel telling the world basically that is I'm sorry about this because I have some friends that are Muslim that are good people, but telling the Muslim world to fuck off. And by the Muslim world, I mean the fucking Muslim Brotherhood, which is like what Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Iran, that whole fucking bullshit area of the world. And
Oh
if
yeah,
you're listening from over there, fuck off too. I don't give a shit at all. And I'm pretty passionate about this, and people fucking like there's there's people who always ask me like, oh man, well you're what a Zionist, I guess they would call me, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. You guys fucked around and you like literally murdered, was it 1,200 or 1,300 fucking innocent people? You killed babies in their sleep.
yeah.
You
There was like
burned children
30.
alive.
There was like 30 Americans that were killed too.
Yeah.
Like just
So
on principle alone, they're lucky that we're not freaking
they're not
stomping their
lucky.
ass.
It just happens to be the powers that be of fucking no spine. That's all it is.
Yeah, like I said, lucky.
Oh, fair. Um, so so the question was, are we going? So here's the thing, right? So you already have Russia winning the war in Ukraine, and the only thing that Ukraine has won is the propaganda war. That's all they've won.
Oh yeah,
Ukraine
it's
is
with our
it's
money.
out. Yeah. Ukraine is out. They're gonna be done. If we could just have some fucking Congress people that had a fucking backbone, um, that would be really fucking cool. Because then we could stop sending money overseas. We can't even balance our own budget. Like, why are we taking loans from other people at a higher interest rate to give somebody a loan for like, a low interest rate? Like, I don't
Yeah, the
the math
the
don't make
giving
sense.
yeah the giving money away to somebody to fight their war doesn't make any sense. That's give
So
them
here,
give them some beans and band-aids and call it good. Let them fight their own wars.
yeah.
Um,
So here's
I didn't I
here's
didn't I didn't vote
what
yes, and I didn't check the box to send billions of dollars anywhere.
no. And I think that should be our fucking motto and all the time. So here's where we have the fucking issue, right? So you have a Chinese fleet just barely moved into the Strait of Gibraltar or whatever the fuck it is,
Gibraltar. Yeah.
Gibraltar, and they um, are confronting U.S. fleets. China is also moving into um, position around Taiwan, which is bad. So then you have Iran now saying that they are going to start firing at Egypt. And then China has stated that they will back Iran, which is really weird because it's like way different belief systems and
Didn't
like
didn't Egypt just like join their clan?
Yeah, so they joined because the Israelis fucking decided it was going to be a good idea to fucking drop fucking bombs on tanks, Egyptian tanks. So, you know, right now, so this, in my mind, this is what needs to happen, right? Israel needs to say, hey, listen, Egypt, we fucked up on that. We didn't mean to do that. Even if you did mean to do it, you apologize, whatever. If Iran wants to get involved, okay, well, there's a fuck around, find out moment for that, but we don't need Egypt involved. We don't need all these other places involved. And like these guys, what people don't understand is like Israelis are required to do 2 years of service in
Yeah.
the military. And that ain't no fucking joke. Like being a Marine infantryman, you go to Marine boot camp. I've met 4 Israeli regular folks, like fighting folks. Like, hi, I'm Israeli and I do comm. And by the way, I know Krav Maga and I will fucking kill you while you're alive
Right.
and dead.
Like you won't even know that you're dead yet.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry,
we're
but that's one military I'm not messing with, dude. Is the Israelis.
well, they created the corner shotgun, right?
Yeah.
So like they fucking flips around the corner, so they don't ever fucking point their heads out of the fucking corner.
Like they are the IDF, dude. Like
They
they just took the G out of it. I don't give a fuck.
hmm hmm So I think that there are 3 or 4 moves left to get to World War III, and unfortunately, that war won't be fought with guns. So
No, but I don't think it'll be shot. I don't think it'll be uh fought with nukes or anything like that either. I think it's
uh,
going to be just an economic thing.
well, there, Israel's best fucking move was to basically shut off of power, gas, water, food, all that shit to Palestine. Here's the
Well,
thing.
the best move I think of this administration to not have our dollar collapse is getting us into a war. Because when we go
Oh
to
yeah.
war, we make a lot of money.
Well, and then
By
on top of
we, I mean them,
yeah.
especially when they've washed billions of dollars through Ukraine.
Well, yeah. Now we have open opportunity for war.
Hmm.
You know it. You know, World War III is coming, and like what I think what they say, it's like the world clock says that we're in the last 5 minutes of the world, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking terrible.
The atomic clock.
Yeah, who fucking made that?
That was made during the Cold War. I don't know. But I know what you're
I don't
talking about.
know. Peter Heinlein out of Germany
Oh, of
invented the
course it
world.
was a German.
No,
Operation Paperclip. It was definitely a German.
dude, in my mind, I would have actually thought it would have been somebody from what, like Switzerland. They make fucking the world's greatest watches.
I think it's
Or
a
is that no? That's like
I feel like Mexico has overtaken them on making the world's greatest watch because they make all the Rolexes.
oh fuck. Who makes the I don't know. Anyway, just disregard. So I don't know. What do you think, man? How far away do you think that we are from World War III?
I think that it's getting played up a whole lot more than it should be. I've already seen a whole bunch of stuff that, thanks to old Elon buying X, or,
Dude,
formerly known as Twitter,
yeah.
that some old reports of shit that supposedly happened got debunked, and it was stuff from Egypt from like fucking 5, 10 years ago. So I think that I think it's another media war. I think that what happened is serious. I think that there's no way that Israel can't handle it by themselves.
What
And
do you
I'm
think
in
about the global jihad that was just called against all fucking Christians and Jews?
uh remember the Crusades?
Yeah, we're back to that. That's funny.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we gonna do that again? But
I
the
hope
thing
not.
is this time Israel won't fall. The Holy Land won't fall. And I don't think they're gonna take any prisoners.
I don't think so either. I think there's a big time difference now. I don't think that Israel's fucking around, which is crazy to me. Um, and it's like I don't know, the whole world right now. I don't know. It just makes me happy that I live in the middle of nowhere in Montana. Uh, it really does, dude.
First target, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a fucking bunch of silos over here, so there's that, right? But like, I think like to myself, self, what are you gonna do if something happens? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna be the fucking bug out place for my crew because like we're on a ridge top in a fortified position. There's game everywhere. We can hunt. There's water. We can fish. We can cultivate food. We got hooch. We can fucking barter. I've got a reloader, you know, and we've got a good ridge top up here. We'll just have to, you know, kick indoors on the way down and just protect the village, Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm just waiting for the day because, like, I won't go overseas again. And people think that I'm selfish about that, but I'm like, I will not fucking go overseas again.
No, there's no point.
It's no point. I'm 41 years old and I've already fought 14 fucking years of my life. And, like, I'll fight in America for America, but I ain't fucking going over to fight somebody else's thing. Like, I'm not here to fucking jump in with Johnny to fucking beat up Peter.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just like kind of like that funny meme, where it says like, yeah, go ahead, send me back. Just kind of like what we were talking about. It's like I'm fat and out of shape. They're not going to send me back, and nor would any of us be good. Would be disgruntled and pissed off and tired. Oh yeah, for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think at this point in our lives, and I think so many of our, people that watch us and talk to us and everything like that, they're in the yeah. We'll just wait. We'll wait. We'll be those guns behind the blades of grass if they ever decide to come here.
Yeah, man, I just can't wait to fucking do my best Patrick Swayze impersonation and just fucking yell Wolverines with them fucking mowing down fucking Chinese parachutes, Like, I give a
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like it's
that's a
ridiculous.
fuck. Yeah, that's just a fucking dumb thing. And I mean,
Just
I
see,
hate.
did you see that shit where it was like a meme and it said Hamas has more jump hours into action
I
than the
sent it to
101st
you.
Airborne.
So
Was it you that sent
yeah.
it? It was you that sent me the meme. And that meme was sad, but it was true. But it was also hilarious at the same time.
Uh, Ingenuity at its finest, right? Like this is that whole conversation about like bad people will find ways to do bad things.
Mm,
That's a real thing. Like they
yeah,
found
100%.
they use paragliders on fucking mopeds or what fucking
Yeah,
scooty
what the
scoot thing.
fuck are those
Fucking
things called? Yeah.
dune buggies. I don't know what the fuck they were. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was like
Um,
a James Bond movie.
no, it was more like Fast and the Furious.
How, dude? You remember that? What is it, Goldeneye, where they're skiing down the hill or whatever? And they have those little things with the motors and parachutes.
That's right. Yeah, that was a great movie. Better
Yeah.
video game. The best
Oh,
video game.
yeah,
Best first
definitely.
person shooter.
The
Uh,
first.
the first and the best. Yeah, landlining.
Oh,
Like
dude,
fucking
they're
like
so good.
18 fucking people in a room just fucking.
Just
I get the
in
golden gun.
the worst sound effects ever in
Yeah,
a movie or a fucking game.
yeah. James Bond's best line. Pierce Brosnan's best line was when the gal's name was Christmas. What's um uh, fuck uh, not Estevez. It's his brother. What's his name? What the fuck? He's
Like Charlie
Charlie
Sheen.
Sheen. Yeah, Charlie Sheen's ex-wife was a Bond
Oh,
girl, and
yeah, that's
and
right. I
and
forgot.
she was a Bond girl, and at the very end, the last line was they're getting busy, right? And he said, I didn't know Christmas came more than once a year, and I was like,
Good for
Pierce
you.
Pierce
Good for
Brosnan's
you,
dirty as
Bonds.
fuck,
Yeah,
man.
dirty old man
Dirty
Bonds.
old fuck. Well, okay, so World War III, eh. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to fight somebody else's fucking war. Like, I'm
Yeah,
just not.
I don't think that we're going, but I think that the kids that are in there now are going.
Yeah.
I think
They
some of our buddies that are still in are
yeah,
going.
which sucks. I actually have a friend who was on a Mew What was it? So 22nd Mew over in the Mediterranean?
Oh, so he's there already.
Yeah. So last Friday, he was served surf and turf on the boat.
Last meal, baby. Last meal.
That's that. If you've never been in the military and they serve you fucking surf and turf, there's some dumb shit coming.
Yeah.
They fucking know,
Yeah.
and they want to get your morale high. Like they don't ever do surf and turf. Usually it's fucking
Marine
maggoty
Corps
bread
ball.
and fucking yeah.
Marine Corps ball, that's the only time you get surf and turf.
Yeah, on a boat, not even then.
No,
They don't,
not even on a boat.
Not on a boat. They're like, you get a birthday cake here. Hey, by the way, we're not doing a birthday. Well, they'll do a birthday ceremony up on the deck, on the flight deck, if it's not fucked up. And then if not, then you go fucking hold formation on the quarter deck, which is bullshit. And then there's some fucking old fucking colonel in some private fucking passing of the fucking cutting of the cake and passing it over.
Just being absolutely ridiculous.
And you're like, oh my god, fuck this place. As like they try to cut the cake and the fucking boat lists.
Somebody's over there in the corner. Whoa!
Yep, facts. Fucking bullshit. I don't know. So I don't know. I think we're both on the same page. Like, you know, if I were you, by the way, all of you, is if World War III happens, get out of the city. Because like it's so the projections are 3 to 5 days is how long it will take for a city to completely break down. Once you lose power, then you lose water. And once you lose power and water, then it becomes septic. And you're fucked. And if you don't have more guns than the other people who are trying to come get you, then well, you're fucked too. So recommend that you go to the woods.
Have a plan.
Yeah. The plan for me is open the doors for the people that I know and love, and this is the egress point. And if you can't get here, get somewhere safe, and then when it all fucking chills out, we'll meet up after it. Hopefully.
I think I'm gonna buy a ham radio.
Oh yeah.
I have a buddy.
You have to be ham radio certified, bro.
I know, it's so easy though. I have a buddy who has ham radios up in Flagstaff.
I mean, down. Is it up in Flagstaff or is
well,
it down?
Down. I guess down from us, but up in Arizona.
Is it like? Is that even a thing? Is North really up?
Dude, I don't know. It could be just like adjacent too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't know.
Depends. Depends on when we can afford a bearded Viking rocket to go to space. Oh, that's a good one. Frozen in time making a moan noise. So the technical difficulties on the podcast are pretty funny sometimes, especially when JT freezes while he's doing a grunt noise. So I hope some of that gets left in because I had like a good head bob going to it too.
100% that will be in the outtakes at the end. Listen all the way through the end. 100%.
So
you have a friend who's a ham radio.
Oh yeah. So down in Flagstaff. And he was talking to me about it. He's got a really cool like ham setup, and I've been wanting to get one for a couple of years, but they're just like they're pretty expensive, and then you got to go through and have like the time to do the ham radio thing.
Okay.
Which it takes time, but it's not like getting a master's degree or anything. Like it's pretty quick. You can do it. You just have to dedicate the time to it.
Oh.
But with a ham radio, potentially, if you got one and I got one, we could talk to each other.
Yeah, because like all you need to do is just have a little solar power.
Yeah, you just have to have a little bit of power or just some way to charge a battery for it.
Yeah.
Because you can do them on battery packs now.
Nice.
But yeah, I could talk to somebody. He said if the pressure's right and the clouds are right, he said that he can talk to somebody all the way in New Mexico.
That's dope.
And up into Utah too. So
that's awesome. My boss is a ham radio testing certifier guy.
What does that mean?
Well, so you have to in order to get your ham like.
Oh, you mean like the people test, not like the radio test?
Yeah, the people test.
Okay,
he does the test. So, So he's getting all ready for it. I'm like, cool, right on. I'm going to be this hopefully sooner than later purchasing 3 windmills. Be dope
That's pretty sweet.
because I really like being able to have like I don't know lights on at night, and if like
I mean, do you really want your lights on at night though?
no, but it would be you can do blackout curtains. You know,
what about like your
I gotta
falcon?
charge the MVGs, bro.
What about like your falconry? Because the windmills mess with birds
Yeah,
and their electromagnetic whatever they do.
care about the pigeons, but like
Well,
the
I know, but
falcon.
like they kill like eagles and falcons and shit all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't fly my falcon up on top because if I do, they fly across the fucking railroad tracks, and then I have to go run across railroad tracks with butt puckering feelings.
I'm just saying, like you've lost birds to dumber shit, and now
Wonderful.
you're putting tomato.
Did you? You don't know this. The audience doesn't know this either. Um, Bjorn died from the avian flu.
What? I didn't know this.
No, I didn't really want to bring it up because like super traumatic because we were out flying and stuff, and he made a kill on a wild bird, and then the next day he was like I went out and he was chilling on his perch, and I came back and he was dead.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I
So
thought avian flu only happened to like domesticated birds.
no, all like we had a bunch of birds up here that died. Um, like there were just fucking birds like around the yard. So I stopped flying over here. I went over somewhere else. I have a new falcon. Her name's Valkyrie, but and she's
So
really
this is a
cool.
recent thing.
Yeah, this happened like 3 weeks ago,
Oh
a
wow.
month ago. Yeah. So uh, for me, losing that bird was harder than losing Ragnar, um, because I'd worked with him for 2 years. So this sucked. But besides that point, yeah, to the falconry stuff, um, we're going out. So the FWP said that the avian flu in this area is now minimal.
That
Um,
like there's no wolves in Utah.
well, okay, so that's like I don't know. I feel like Utah's DNR is like pretty fucking financially driven.
Oh, they're 100% like financially driven,
Yeah,
but
based
like
off of your hunting season being like 6 days long.
it was 5 days. They broke it into 5 and 5. It was terrible.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I gave him like a F minus on the fucking survey.
Yeah, so they actually like the biologists and stuff that I talked to in the area. I was like, okay, hold on, let's see what's up and go from there. So, um, yeah,
Well, if World War III breaks out, have a plan.
yeah.
Come see us at beardedviking.com.
Before then,
Sign up for our newsletter.
yeah,
That way you can get the latest and greatest from us. Sign up
um,
for our Patreon. You'll be seeing it the next few days.
hmm we're
And we're moving forward with or without World War III.
yeah, dude. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll in the newsletter you'll find our ham radio operator numbers,
Yeah,
and we'll just do the podcast there.
yeah.
You know, a lot of what I think that we do. Do you remember the show Big Trouble in Little China?
Like vaguely. That's like a long time ago.
Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like fighting fucking demons and shit
yeah.
and
It
ninjas.
yeah. It was like a precursor to escaping LA and escaping New York,
Yeah.
escaping
No,
whatever he escaped outside
he's
of that.
you know you know what Jack Burton says on a good old stormy night? Who gives a fuck what Jack Burton says? He just puts the pedal to the metal and drives as fast as he can away from the storm. That's what I feel like World War III is for me.
You're just gonna drive away from the storm.
Well, I'm not driving anywhere. I'm just stay here. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm just gonna stay here too. I'm not even gonna drive to the cabin.
it's ballsy.
Got huge ones.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like realistically, like your cabin is probably one of the safer places, but I feel like the snow killed so many deer. I don't know how like gamey it would be. Does your river and creek and shit have fucking fish in it?
If we open it all the way up, yeah,
This
that's
is
something. That's
what
something
is
that's something that could be remedied.
what is this if?
Well,
Fly fish, motherfucker. Fly fish.
it's an irrigation creek, so it's
Oh,
opened up certain times of the year. But
okay.
I mean, there's a little lock and a wheel. You know, it's not rocket surgery.
It could be.
It could be.
What if that rocket was actually Frankenstein? Oh, okay, here we go. Actually, perfect segue. I
Segue into what?
the next the next portion because like, I actually want to end on a fun kind of like thought process. Okay. So you could Frankenstein the shit out of that, which is the segue. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So growing up, I have a question. Growing up, what was your favorite Halloween like ghoul or goblin to think of? Was it like vampire? Was it like Count Dracula or
It had to.
Dracula?
Are you talking about like the original movies?
No. To dress up as, to go trick or treating as. Like, what was your thing? Like you could have done, like a mummy, a Dracula, Frankenstein,
It was
werewolf,
definitely like a Wolfman
like Teen Wolf, like you were
or
Michael J. Fox.
like I had way more height though.
Not wrong, but you're like Teen Wolf's dad because you also have black hair. His dad had black hair.
Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's
You have
definitely
no
more.
reference to my comment.
I got your comment. Werewolf or probably a vampire. And
Okay.
Frankenstein was cool, but like he was slow.
They said he was slow, but
And
what if he was
the
really
mummy
fast?
was just old as shit. That's like if a zombie apocalypse comes, like you want the Walking Dead zombies. You don't
Yeah,
want like
you don't want
World
the
War
X
Z. You don't
World
want
War
World
Z.
War
Yeah,
Z.
no,
Fuck no, dude. Nobody's gonna make it.
no.
Like
If they're like,
you definitely don't want World War Z zombies or I Am Legend zombies.
fuck no, you don't want I Am
No.
Legend zombies.
They're
World
smart.
War
They're not even fucking zombies. It's just
no, like war. I Am Legend zombies are fucking terrifying. World War Z zombies are hive mind zombies. So just kill the hive mind.
I know, but it's still like or no, what do they do? They inject themselves with a virus that they're already immune to or something because they don't attack sick people because they're like you're already dead.
I don't remember how it ended.
Yeah.
It is a good.
Anyway,
It
yeah.
is a.
Spoiler alert
Dude, if you haven't
for
seen
a
World War Z, fuck off.
for a Brad Pitt zombie movie.
It was very much during the time when he was trying to figure out which kind of African baby he was going to adopt. And
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like he
true.
was just on the world tour to figure out like where they were at.
It was an easy way to get around.
Yeah, it's fine.
Now, what about you? What were you like? Werewolf, vampire, zombie guy? Like, what were you?
I did Frankenstein a couple times because I just really like the idea of being like fucking super strong. Um, I didn't really care about like immortal, but also like Frankenstein was like this like soft, happy person. Hold on one second. There's something else out my window.
Shoot
Knocking.
it.
Hold on.
It's a bear. Shoot it.
So I actually I did Frankenstein a couple times. I really liked his ability to be like he was like just super strong. I did werewolf a couple times as well. I never got into like the Dracula thing because I thought Dracula was like I don't know, frail, immortal but frail. Like I don't know. If you're gonna dress up as one of the like four key guys, like I feel like Dracula's the last week. Like weak men dress up as Dracula. I don't know if that makes sense.
I don't know, man. He lived a long time. I think one of the reasons why he was one of my favorites and Wolfman was one of my favorites is because those were two of the first like monster movies that I ever saw. The black and whites, like Bela Lugosi and like Lon Chaney.
Mm-hmm.
And those are still some of my favorites today. I think those are cool.
Special appearance and cameo again by Bo.
Bo Cephas.
He's just hanging out. So, all right, I think we definitely need to wrap it up a little bit. We're a little bit rusty, so thanks for enjoying this very, very piece together. I don't know. Just
off topic.
Random.
Diamondbacks.
They win?
Yeah, Diamondbacks, Texas.
Nice. That's a dope fucking World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go. I don't care about the whatever. Go whoever's gonna win.
Yeah. If you want a little piece of the Jarl, go buy my car. It's for sale.
Yeah. He's selling it. You can follow him on all of his platforms, and he doesn't ever post anything about his car for sale until everybody else does.
I did. Yeah.
He shares his friends' post about his shit.
It's easier.
Yeah, fair enough. With that being said, I am Vika, the bearded one.
And I'm the Jarl. Stay classy, weirdos. It's
all right.
It's season 2. I want it to be classy.
Yeah,
we're coming up on the holidays.
Cheers, motherfucker.
Your mind was made up. Once you walk through the door. There you go dancing dirty. Hips moving all back and forth. Making them sexy eyes. Got 'em
Oh, you were the fucking administrator in Forrest Gump, just getting after it.
At least I was getting.
It was on beat too. It was like,
That's awesome. Hold on.
And JT's off to find out there's another bear, and it's eating his deer on this episode of What the Fuck is Outside JT's Window. On next week's episode, it'll be Who's Eating the Turkey That I Hung Up from the Deck? Because I'm a jackass. Oh, welcome back.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Also, I'm going to cut that real quick.
Sorry, it's all right. I did commentary. It's fine.